So the South Africans are finding out that the grass is not greener on the other side. Y'all remember in May of 2025 when Bonsbers had 59 South Africans come over to the United States as refugees from South Africa because the South Africans were being persecuted because the black South Africans were finally taking back their land? Well, the first time that the Bonsbers administration got those South Africans from South Africa on the American taxpayers' dime, by the way, it got major headlines. But they brought over more people in June and then really ramped up bringing people here from October 2025 to January 2026. And there are about 3,500 people here now from that program. And the Bonsbers administration wants to prioritize white South Africans and process 4,500 applications a month for them to come over here. Now,
white South Africans that were pretty much the only people Donald Trump has let into the country since his administration took over are returning home. They came to the United States because they said they were being persecuted in their home country, and now they're going back because they say nobody is meant to live the way you have to live in the United States. It's too expensive and it's too violent. They say, look, we're leaving the U.S. to return home because I don't want to live in a place like this. That article goes on to claim that they didn't want to live in places where people are getting shot in broad daylight and where things cost 10 times more than they should.
Breaking news, one of the first white South African refugees who moved to USA is speaking out, and he is saying that it's not true that the white South Africans, they are suffering in USA. So according to him, he is living like a king in USA. He's saying that he eats steak every day, he eats tuna every day, and also he eats prawns every day. And also he's saying that peanut butter is not a problem for him anymore. It's not like how he was in South Africa. Right now, he eats peanut butter with bread in the morning, and also he eats chocolate. It's not life for him in USA is amazing. He left a very good job from South Africa. He left his 5-bedroom house in South Africa. He was working as a granite mining businessman. That was a very profitable job for him. This is according to him. And he left that job to go to USA. He said right now he lives in a mansion of $2,000 per month. So he paid rent for $2,000 per month. And he was also bragging and said that groceries for him, he pay $1,500 for
one bab nice na baizan anke baizi awunal mogianu akuna kahelo ni tshama kwala ni fambi ndafamba ni America na endlai phela man la hlekang anke zuga fiela na mo pilun vyaga ga Yesu ge udziva awunal mogianu molgan ragisa na loko mon chacha ngen koti ni ani kahelo mentwini ni
You guys want to hear something super embarrassing for us? The Trump administration has closed refugee processing for refugees from all around the world, except for white South Africans, Afrikaners, who he says were experiencing a white genocide in South Africa. So he opened the doors to these refugees from South Africa, and now over 1,000 of them are repatriating to South Africa because they hate it here so much in Trump's America. They don't even want to stay. It turns out they actually don't need protections. I mean, we could have told them that. And also, what an embarrassment. What a joke.
I personally don't believe South Africa should take back any of the white Afrikaners that left South Africa due to the genocide of the white farmers that just simply didn't exist.
A growing number of South Africans returning home from abroad. This comes as some citizens consider leaving under a refugee program that was introduced by the United States' administration of Donald Trump following unfounded claims of a so-called white genocide in the country.
Guys, did you see that? It's like apparently, allegedly, 1,000 of those Afrikaner refugees that went to America, they're coming back because they don't like America. But if you're experiencing a white Afrikaner, specifically like Afrikaner genocide or white genocide, would it not be unsafe for you to return? So what's happening now is that more than ever, even with all the investigations that were done, it just shows you that this was never true. I mean, I know it. I'm white and I'm Afrikaans, and I've never been targeted or discriminated against based on the fact that I'm white and Afrikaans. But now they're coming back and they're proving the point that there is no Afrikaner genocide. But I also think as like South Africa, I know in general we are a very friendly country and friendly people. I think we should not allow them to come back. because they sowed hatred. And they try to I don't know why so many white Afrikaans people are obsessed with making themselves the victim. I think it is because when they make themselves the victim or pretend like they experience hate crimes, then it justifies them hating other people because of their skin color, which it's not okay. Guys, it's not okay. You're racist and you suck as a human being. But yeah, I don't think we should love them back.
Hello everyone, what's going on? I'm hoping that you're all doing well today. So guys, you remember on the 14th of January 2026, that is this year, so Donald Trump had released a statement about the countries that he did not want in the United States of America. And that was very controversial because even the people brought about the topic that if the World Cup was going to happen in the United States of America, yet he has banned these other countries to enter the United States of America. How was it going to look like? And then after that, we had the ICE people who were raiding everybody and people were getting deported back, lives were getting lost. It was just chaotic. So now this is it. During that particular time, there was something that was going on in South Africa where the Afrikaners, said that they were facing genocide. And we don't have any media that has covered that Afrikaners, or rather the white people in South Africa, were facing genocide. So they started saying that it was really hard for them to live in South Africa. They had a lot of issues. They were going through it, yeah. So Donald Trump in that particular time told those Afrikaners people that they were free to come back, or rather to go back to the United States of America. And most of them were excited. They started to pack and they left South Africa. A huge number of the people, of the white people, left South Africa. And what really looks like a red flag here is when Donald Trump referred to those white people as the refugees. So, when a refugee is coming to your country, it means that they're going to be settled in a particular place, right? And in this case, everyone is just wondering like what's going on. So guys, this is it. So these people apparently who had left South Africa, I don't know if they had denounced their citizenship for South Africa or something like that. I don't know. But when they went to the United States of America, they found that the grass wasn't greener as they thought. So most of them are opting to come back. They're actually telling the South African people, please take us back, because what they're experiencing in the United States of America is even worse. It is worse. Some of them are in the streets. They're just stuck. Imagine traveling to a country and you just get stuck. And the person who told you guys, what? You could come back whenever you want is nowhere to be seen. So this is what's happening, guys. So in Africa, as I said, like in my previous video, I've discussed about how, we compare Africa to other countries. Africa is a very communal country. It's not like you walk on the road or rather you meet somewhere and people would be really friendly. You got lost, people could really help you. And what is fascinating even more, when you go to the gas station, people will, you don't get out of your car for you to put gas, or rather to put fuel, or rather to fuel your car. There's somebody else who does that for you. Those are some of the things that these people, when they traveled to America, it was really, really hard for them. Even getting a full course meal was really hard for them. So this is it. When the South African people gained independence, most of them started now to reclaiming their land, the land that people who came to their country took forcibly from them. And when you talk about something like the white genocide, something like that, no media has reported. Even the mainstream media have not reported that. And I feel like that would be like a story which would be of human interest again. So what has happened to South Africa is most of the organizations are not even employing whites and that. So there is this particular people who are really suffering and they're white. So tell me, what do you think? Do you think the South African people should accept these people into their country again? And they left willingly. Nobody told them like, what, you can't go. Nobody told them like, leave. Nobody told them, nobody said such a thing. So ladies and gentlemen, just in case you're new here, my name is Yvonne, and if you are my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you for coming across my channel every time. You're welcome to being part of my online family. Tell me what you think about this topic down below. Until next time.